Yo, everybody, it's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week and Dr. Roto this week. If you didn't see, the site has been lighting it up all day yesterday, the day prior. It has been on fire. And today you got Doc Roto's Visionaries are out. So get to the website, drroto.com, use the code word DOC, and you get a % off your subscription. And that subscription allows you to come into your subs only Discord, where we have the best of times talking all kinds of strategy from DFS to seasonal to even IDP. And yeah, overrides IDP chat. Yeah. And how about that, man? Dude was bringing it up, man. Prime brought it up, man. And last night, and he goes, He'd override. I really like, dude, in a spot. And I was like, you know what, man? I was like, and I was at work at the time. And I was like, all right, Prime, I was like, this is what I got. Let me get home and let me do my thing. Right. And then we started talking again. And I'm like, I run more numbers and numbers. And I'm like, bro, yeah, go ahead and do it. Go ahead. So, the player we're talking about is I got that for you, but I want you to know that this is going to be a crazy. So I want to make sure that everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and that you had some good times. So we're talking about Jonathan Owens. Jonathan Owens is the player, and man, he came out perfectly, picked up that fumble and got that touchdown. Dude told me he scored 34 points for him in his IDP league. That is, and right after that, he brought up that he goes, hey, he'd override. I sometimes don't like defense. I think it's a cheap way out. I think people should have to search for defensive players and players in certain spots that make plays like that. Yeah. And the thing that really, made that out was when, we got Javon, Campbell was out. Once we heard he was out, I was like, dude, fire him up because he's going to be up that middle the whole game. And Goff has been turning the ball over constantly in these last few games. Like it hasn't stopped. And I mean, as a Rams fan, that's why we got rid of him. We knew we had to get rid of him to get a quarterback for that team at that moment right there so we could win a Super Bowl. And we did. And that's what it is, man. That's why we bring the pain. Oh, yeah. Woo. I know y'all was right for it. But yeah, man, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Now you're eating. You got some Black Friday football about to begin right now. And so the Packers beat the Lions. Packers look good. Lions look like crap. Montgomery got his touchdown. The whole day slate, man, it was like a 15-point slate. McCaffrey blew up. We knew that. Dak blew up. Yeah, man, my one seasonal team, actually a couple seasonal teams, I got Dak. So I've been starting him. He's just getting so many points. So you can take this today. And you also remember, we're going to have my Macho pick at the end of this podcast. So that's going to be a boom, boom. You got that? And we're going to have some bets too. So, tune in. Dallas over the Commanders. That game just got out of hand. And I was like, man, and here's the thing with Dallas. Nobody really does anything because the defense puts the offense in great position all the time or just scores themselves, as we say. Congratulations. I mean, it was well-deserved. 5 interception touchdowns. Man, great job, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely one of the things that has been going on. It has been good this season. And, so getting on it, just like again, Pollard, another smash spot. And then finally a touchdown at the end, man. And he had that one, it was taken away. It was like, oh, no, right? But now we're back. We're back to where we're at with them. And I'm like, and then you get Lamb. You get 56 yards and a touchdown. It's good. But, people need to really win. So that being said, even St. Brown is same thing. He didn't score, but he's 5 yards short of a 100 point, the 100-yard multiplier. If your league, gives you that stat, gives you credit for that stat, so you could score some points. And you're just looking at it, you're like, oh man, again, up short. And it's nice to have that 15 points, but when you get those extra points and that touchdown, like going over 100 yards, man, that just gives you it's like 7-8 more points. It's a 25-28 point game then. There's such a big difference. And depending on, your scoring multipliers and everything with your bonuses for those leagues that do that. So going at the 49ers Seahawks, man, I mean, we knew the 49ers were going to win this game, right? And then all of a sudden, the Seahawks just didn't do anything with the ball. It took them almost a half a game to finally get Charbonnet going. And Gino is not looking good, and he looked okay, but the dropped balls with DK just being off and just not really getting into a rhythm. And that's San Francisco's defense. That's what's going to happen now going forward with this defense. They're going to play hard every single week. So when you think about that, you got to automatically know that you're going to have to play. You're going to get hit, and you're going to take a lot of that. And it just showed that line, the D line again for San Francisco, man. Just much love. Nick Bosa just coming out, living up to that number one pick that I gave you, that number one status, the overall number one defensive end. Knocked my boy Aaron Donald out. But hey, credit is where credit is due. TJ Watt still is practically right now like the baddest dude right now, too, as well. So with those points getting scored, that just shows you that, the 49ers, and everybody got a touchdown. I could have used without that Ayuk touchdown. I mean, I in DFS wise, and on my showdown slate, it was McCaffrey Debo. That was my whole thing. So you already know that I got, I smashed from those. But man, Purdy, if you'd have just threw one of those or threw two of those, it would have just been such a great game. But hey, regardless, man, whenever you cash and you win more than you put in, then that just, you're at least making it out. And that's what we do. That's what we try to teach at drroto.com. So when that we're trying to get you to make sure that, it's not okay. You're not going to always win millions of dollars or all that stuff. It's a build. It's a build. And that's what we're here for. Right. So, it just the whole get it over. And I'm actually not mad about, yesterday. Everything was really good. The bets, really good. The Lions losing killed 3 parlays that would have paid me out really nicely as well, too. But hey, things happen. You cover yourself. And it was practically, even between me and my wife's, I put in 4 or 5 different lineups and they all scored but one. And that one was only a few points out. And she just goes right off of my rankings, and she threw in some lineups. And she was practically right off of, that too, the same way. I think she only played 3 though. So she had 2 score and 1 not or something like that. But that's what it's about. It's just about, spreading that ideal and that wealth and just that knowledge of playing this game. And that's what we love to do for you at drroto.com. And that's why Heat Override loves to bring the pain for you and to the competition. Woo! All right, man. You ready for it?
It's time for the Macho pick of the week, huh? Yeah, you thought you was gonna go, but last week we hit it again. But man, it'll be more. Yeah, but this week's fire, it's a man, it's a king, it's
King Henry, Derrick Henry this week. He is the Macho pick of the week. He is in an absolute great position to finally smash. He hasn't smashed at all. I've been so worried. I don't even know how I've been winning in my one seasonal league with this guy. But here we go. He's got a great opportunity. Man, just get to over 100 yards. Man, get that big 80-yard Derrick Henry run, man, and touchdown. Let's just go. Let's get it in there, man. Derrick Henry, get it. You want some FanDuel Sportsbooks right now? The touchdown is a negative 120. That's not bad. So if you play a unit, you get a 0.8 unit back. So, get up on it. And then if you get the alt 40 yards for rushing for Derrick Henry, it's a negative 490. So that's not bad. That's 51 cents back on your or whatever you want to do, whatever you're again, if you're throwing $10 down, you're gonna get that, just above 5. And that's positive. That's easy. If Derrick Henry should definitely get these smashes, and he should definitely bring the pain to the competition for you. Make sure you tune in to my Ultra Contrarian show so that you can win these slates and bring that cash and then set you up for the Christmas holidays. Ooh, yeah. Have a great day, everybody. Woo!